The Supreme Court. After Brett Kavanaugh became the fifth conservative justice, people waited to see how his presence would affect the court's rulings. And now that he's finally sobered up, we're getting some answers.
The Supreme Court has decided to allow the Trump administration's partial ban on transgender people in the military to go into effect for now. As appeals continue, the justices voted 5-4 in favor.
The U.S. Supreme Court agreed to hear a gun case for the first time in nearly a decade. It involves New York City's strict rules for carrying legally owned guns outside the home. The case may give the court's newly bolstered conservative majority a chance to expand Second Amendment rights.
Wow, the Supreme Court might legalize guns on the streets of New York? The line for Hamilton just got even more dangerous. I'm not giving away my shot. And you might be saying, Trevor, the law said that it would allow New Yorkers to carry their guns from one place to another. They wouldn't just be able to whip it out anywhere. Yeah, well, New York law also says you can't just whip out your dick anywhere. And we've all seen a dick on the subway. Okay. Let's kick it off with the coronavirus. The disease is now officially in 85 countries, and it has over 95,000 confirmed cases. And it's the reason even white people have switched to the fist bump. And explode. Now, here in New York, because the city is so crowded, the risk of coronavirus is especially dangerous. Because you see, if corona can make it here, it can make it anywhere. And that's why city officials are taking action.
The MTA is stepping up its cleaning efforts to prevent the spread of the coronavirus on public transit. Workers are disinfecting 427 subway stations, wiping down the turnstiles, handrails, and ticket vending machines daily. In addition to that daily cleaning, the MTA says its full fleet of subways, trains, and buses will be sanitized every 72 hours.
That's right, New York is trying to keep the subway clean to protect riders from spreading coronavirus, which is a noble instinct, but good luck trying to keep the New York City subway system clean. Yeah, you can actually hear that paper towel screaming, ah! And by the way, maybe I'm just noticing it now, but like, was I the only one who was like, wait, now they're cleaning the subway? Like, what were they doing before? Oh, well, now we'll clean it every 72. What were you doing before? Although that video is a little bit funny because it actually looks like we're cleaning up so we can impress the coronavirus when it arrives. Yeah, so the coronavirus is gonna come on the subway like, wow, is this for me? But for real though, everyone on the subway is taking the threat seriously. If you ride the trains, you know what I'm talking about. People are avoiding handrails. The rats are wearing little hazmat suits. Yeah, even the subway masturbators have switched from lotion to Purell. Yeah, it burns, but it's responsible. And remember, you have to do it long enough to sing Happy Birthday twice. New York City is saying farewell to one of its oldest residents.
New York City is hanging it up, removing the last remaining payphones from the streets. City workers will remove 30 payphones in Hell's Kitchen alone by the end of March, then rip out about 3,000 more payphones across the 5 boroughs. Did you know there were that many left?
Yeah, this is a sad day for New Yorkers. After so many decades, soon we will no longer have the payphone, which means we'll have to find somewhere else to get hepatitis. And look, I know we don't need payphones anymore, but they were such a big part of the landscape for so long. You know, you could count on them if you locked yourself out of your apartment or if you needed to call the mafia. And also like Superman, you know, like payphones. It was cool when he changed in a phone booth. Those are things that are gone. Although actually, now that I think about it, he didn't have to use that. He could have just flown home and changed. Now that I think about it, I feel like Superman was just like a secret exhibitionist, you know? He was just changing in the phone booth because he got excited that someone might catch him. He's just like, oh no, you saw me naked. Oh man, now you're gonna tell everyone, big dick Superman.